I'm Artie, and I'm the Executive Director of the Takodah YMCA.
And I'm Carly, and I'm the Assistant Director of Camp Takodah. We're here with some exciting news, which is that we are really excited about reopening this summer, and we feel like we're able to do that in a way that is safe and healthy. That said, we're here today with some updates so that we can prepare everyone to start thinking about some of the things that might look a little bit different this year and give you some updates on where we're at in the way.
And while we have every reason to be optimistic about summer camp, we want to acknowledge the ongoing uncertainty around the COVID pandemic. We don't know all the answers right now, but we wanted to keep you in the loop on where we are and where we're headed.
For almost a year now, we've been working with the Centers for Disease Control and the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services to work on some guidelines that will help us open safely. We've also put together a local team of medical experts to help guide our reopening process.
It's important to recognize that summer camp's going to look just a little bit different this year. You can expect to see some tweaks to policies and procedures, programming, food service, facilities, and more. As always, though, we'll work tirelessly to provide a Takodah quality experience in a safe and healthy manner.
If you're interested in learning more about the current guidelines and what those might look like, you can look at the New Hampshire Overnight Camping Reopening Guidelines, which will be attached to this email. That said, please be aware that we do expect some significant revisions to those guidelines in the spring, and we will make sure to mail those out to you as soon as we have them.
One important piece of this guidance is testing at camp. Because of the added costs of all the testing we're going to need to do this year, we're asking all families to pay an additional $50 COVID fee per camper per session. Of course, we'll waive that fee for those campers who need a little extra help.
And speaking of camperships, we know that COVID has provided an enormous financial strain to families all around the world, and we anticipate that we'll need to provide more support with camperships than ever before this year. So if you're a family that's having a hard time financially, please reach out to us so that we can support you with a campership. And if you're a family that's not been financially impacted and you feel like you have the capacity to donate, we would sincerely ask that you consider doing that to help us make camp accessible to all kids. You can use that using our donation link on the website or the link attached to this email.
Looking ahead, many of you have asked about our February 14th cancellation deadline. Just like last year, we're going to be more flexible with our cancellation and our deadlines. When we receive the finalized guidance, hopefully sometime in March, we'll forward it along to you and give you 2 weeks to make a decision about camp this summer. If you decide to cancel at that point, we're happy to refund or transfer all of your fees.
We are going to keep our current payment deadlines of March 15th and May 15th, but as Artie was saying, as soon as we have those new guidelines, we will send them out to you and you'll have an extra time buffer to make that decision. So making payments on March 15th or May 15th is not going to impact your ability to get that money back later if you decide that the guidelines are not something that you're interested in.
Ultimately, we hope and recommend that you keep your registration active until we can provide you with a full picture of what camp's going to look like this summer and let you make an informed decision. At that point, if you're not comfortable, then you can cancel with no penalty. By sticking with us now, you keep your place in line and have nothing to lose. The last thing we want is to see somebody end up on the wait list and miss out on their chance for summer 2021.
In wrapping up, we want to sincerely thank you for your continued support of all that we're doing here at Camp Takodah. We're optimistic that we can have camp this summer, and we cannot wait to have you back. So thank you for everything that you've done, and we cannot wait to see you in June.
Thanks!